I got my own, but I don't need security in the club. That's it. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and this week's episode of these unpopular opinions. Y'all already know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, leave your own comments, leave your own opinions, leave opinions on how you feel about whatever I say in this video, because I want to know. All right, let's get into this video. I feel like I say this a lot in so many different ways and try to put a lot of emphasis on it, but I really want people to understand that your thoughts and beliefs have the power to bring, positivity and healing and wellness over your life. And just as much as it has power to do that, it has the same power to bring dis-ease and ailments and unfortunate circumstances, because your tongue is powerful. The power of the tongue is so underestimated. This pastor that was speaking over this child, speaking to the mom over the child, you guys took what she said and went way left. Like, left. She said to speak life into your baby. Do not handicap him. The doctors diagnosed. So that is true. The doctors did diagnose, and she's telling her to don't disable him. Don't say, oh, you can't do this because you have this condition. You can't do this because speak health, speak life into your child. What is wrong with that? Don't make him feel inadequate. Don't make him feel like, like just the way you guys took it and said, oh, this is why I don't go to the church now. Okay, I can understand why people don't go to church, but outside of it being the church, are you listening to what she's actually saying? You wake up every single day and you say that you're depressed. What do you think that you're going to be? Some doctor diagnosed me with, half the time that's the problem. Some doctor diagnosed me with this condition. So you believe in that and you give life to that, and that is what's going to show up in your everyday life. Okay, I know you guys are loving it, this whole thing. And although honestly it might be a psyop and a play on our mental to further fuel this race war, especially when we come into election season, I think that this Alabama brawl showed unity. But I also think that it showed unity that a lot of people, Black people in particular, don't ever see or experience. So then it gets dragged out and just talked about so much. Like, I'm not at all promoting violence. One side started and one side finished. But y'all be so easily impressed and easily swayed by anything. Like, even went as far as to find out who the boy was that swam from the boat to the dock to help out. This is something that should be done on a regular basis. This shouldn't be a surprise. We shouldn't be like, oh my gosh, this one thing happened in the Black community. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great. This is how we should moving forward. But this might be a little energy harvest. If you know, you know, at this point. Be for real. Be all the way for real. I don't know if you guys saw this video. He was pretty angry. He was pretty angry for whatever reason. And outside of the paper saying domestic violence on there, you telling somebody that you're gonna get them pregnant is absolutely a threat. It's a threat. Do not tell me I look good and you get me pregnant. That's not what I hear. You didn't say, oh, I want to take you out to dinner, or I'd like to get to know you better. I think you're very attractive. I want to get you pregnant. Why? So we can both become a statistic, and then you go talk about how Black women are just running around here having babies and being single moms and wanting to rely on welfare for their well-being and their child's well-being, and Black women are kicking Black men out of the house. No. Bye. You don't even know me. You don't know me. You don't know if I'd be a good mother. You don't know if I'm a crazy person, but you just know that you get me pregnant, right? So that means you'll get anybody pregnant if they're fine. She's fine, I gotta get her pregnant. No substance, no sustenance, no nothing. Just, she's fine, so I gotta get her pregnant. Men will say they'll get you pregnant and be the first ones up and out of there, not taking care of their kids when they do. That's insanity. And then you go on the internet and make a video and get mad when she retaliates. You're not entitled to her or her body or her energy. No, I do not want you. That is a thing. You could be like, oh, I'm gonna get you pregnant, not even mean in a good way, like you're about to take something from me. I would get you pregnant. Please don't ever say that to me. The only person I need to hear that from is my husband. The only people y'all need to be saying that to are your wives. This is little, but like, I think it's important for people to hear. I want people to stop being like, women are the prize or men are the prize. I think that everybody should feel like a prize within themselves. You personally should feel like you are a prize. You should feel like you are top tier. You should feel like you bring a lot to the table, so much to the table that you are a prize. You are something good to have. You would want to be with you if you weren't you, because you're a prize. It's not men or women are the prize. That just further adds to this push and pull for accountability and what people think should be happening to them because they are who they are. What is, from where? Where'd it come from? How'd it get here? How do you know? Where did y'all spot it at? Can it survive here? Can it survive in these conditions? What stopped it from coming over here before? Where is it from? You just randomly spotted it and now it's a threat. Now it's something that people should be worried about. This is energy harvesting, fear mongering constantly. Every single day when you wake up, when you look at TV, when you look at your phone, every day. Okay, this has come up a lot, this concept that like if you like don't like something in other people, it's actually a reflection of you and what you don't like in yourself. And I don't know if I necessarily agree with that 110%, because there are things like I don't like certain characteristics that people have. Like people will be like inconsiderate, or like one thing in particular is people not being on time. I am like an on-time person. I like being on time. I like, you know, getting up at a good time. I like being somewhere when I say I'm going to be there, or communicating if I'm going to be late. I don't know why, but I've always been that way. Even like if we're going out somewhere fun and people like make jokes like, oh, you know, when the function starts at this time and you're still getting ready or something like that. Okay, that's funny to you. I don't think it's funny. Why are you not being considerate of other people's time? So I say that to say that's something that I don't like in other people. And I don't have that characteristic. I'm not that way. So you can't be like, oh, you know, something like if somebody is obnoxious and you're a quiet person, you're not obnoxious and you don't like obnoxious people. It's not you telling this person that you don't like it because it's something that you don't like about yourself. Like there are people who like everything sugar-coated and, you know, aren't very like, don't give it to you straight and want you to give it to them in a nice way. I'm not that type of person. Even if I feel some type of way about it, because naturally I'm human, I want you to give it to me straight. I don't need you to sugarcoat things for me. So it's not, I don't know what it is, but it's not that what you don't like in yourself is what you don't like in other people. There can be a difference when you're like projecting, like you might be going through something that you're trying to ignore or, you know, brush under the rug or whatever the case may be. But I don't know. You can't just say that what you don't like in other people is what you don't like in yourself. I think that's too much of like a blanket statement and generalization, and it's wrong. Okay, I was talking to one of my exes about this actually. If you are like a cheater or a liar or something, I don't think you can be trusted to be like a coach or like a counselor, a leader, whatever, because you aren't even like committed to your commitments in your own life. Like you clearly don't make good decisions and you're very, very selfish and you have a lot of things that you need to deal with internally. Why? No, you can't stick to your commitments, but you want to be a person who provides guidance and inspires. Where the hell are you going to guide me to? I don't trust your decisions. Okay, this goes back to what I said in the other video where you guys put too much emphasis on black and black something and oh my gosh, black just never happens and this is a rarity and this needs more attention. This literally takes away from her just doing what she loves. Just being powerful and doing what she loves. This should be getting more attention but it won't because she's black. Just give it more attention. Like the last part didn't even need to be said. There's black women who can fly planes. There's black women who can do things. Like it's not a rarity for black people to be amazing. Pray for those who lost. I could not imagine There was nothing natural about this disaster. Like, let's really open our eyes right now, y'all. There is nothing natural about this disaster, and y'all are gonna have to answer to them folks. Everybody wants to go against it so bad. Conspiracy theorists this, and it's not all about, yes, it is. It's happening right in front of your faces, and you don't want to believe it, so you want to go against that truth. But let's be for real. I'll just be eating that stuff up, allowing the spells to take their course every single day. Did y'all see this? Okay, I read a lot of comments, a lot of different perspectives on, like, how did you expect them to react? It was a nervous laugh, it made them uncomfortable, all of these things. And we can take all of those different aspects in point of views into account because, you know, they matter. But just as it's uncomfortable for y'all to hear it, it's uncomfortable for women. This may come as a surprise, but I don't know any woman who has been sexually assaulted who wears it as a badge of honor. It probably took her a long time to even say it out loud. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't women who lie. I'm not saying there are women who fabricate for whatever reason or to make up. It's just like really insensitive, and like they, like, you know, kind of push it aside and was like, no, that's, name something crazy. Being raped is crazy. What the hell? That's not like a normal thing that should just happen. Like, oh, give us something crazier than that. That always happened. That's how it sounded to me. And then like, oh yeah, by the way, like, you want to talk about a shootout, but rape is where you draw the line. This is something she has to deal with for the rest of her life. You can't just assume that women are protecting their image or anything because of that. And I know that promiscuity can be rooted in being sexually assaulted as a child, but you can't just jump to conclusions. Whatever. But yeah, y'all, that is all I have for y'all this week. Tell me what y'all think. Give me some of your own unpopular opinions, like I always say on every video, because I really want to know. Like, leave it below in the comments. You already know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share. See y'all later.